May 14, 1948. The British Mandate clock hit zero. In Tel Aviv, David Ben-Gurion declared the independence of Israel. For Jewish people, it was a 2,000-year-old dream reborn from the ashes of the Holocaust. But for Palestinians, it was the start of the Nakba, the catastrophe. Two worlds were now colliding on the same plot of earth. Here is a detail often missed: the war didn't start in May. It began the day after the UN partition vote in November 1947 as a brutal civil war between neighbors. But on May 15, 1948, it went global. 5 Arab nations, Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon, launched a full-scale invasion. They saw a colonial injustice, the Israelis saw an existential threat. A minor but vital detail: the Arab armies were deeply divided. Jordan's King Abdullah even had secret talks with the Zionists, hoping to take the West Bank for his own kingdom rather than for a Palestinian state. As the front lines shifted, the civilian cost was immense. In April 1948, a massacre in the village of Deir Yassin by Jewish militia sent a wave of terror through Arab communities. Fearing they were next, over 700,000 Palestinians fled. While many left to avoid the crossfire, others were directly expelled by Israeli forces in strategic cities like Lydda and Ramel. This wasn't just a military shift, it was a total demographic collapse of the Palestinian society. Those who fled locked their doors and kept their iron keys, believing they'd return once the fighting stopped. But after the war, Israel passed the absentee property law, legally transferring these abandoned homes, citrus groves, and businesses to the new state. Those iron keys became the symbol of a right of return, a demand that remains the psychological heart of the conflict today. To Palestinians, the land was stolen; to Israelis, it was the hard-won spoils of a defensive war. By the 1949 armistice, a strange new reality emerged that still confuses the world today. The majority of Palestinians were now refugees in the West Bank, Gaza, or neighboring countries. However, about 150,000 Palestinians stayed inside the new borders. They became Israeli citizens, often called Arab Israelis. They have Israeli passports and vote in the Knesset, but ethnically and emotionally, they remain Palestinian. This identity split explains why the conflict is both an international war and a struggle within Israel itself. In 1949, armistice lines were drawn with a green pencil on a map in roads, creating what we now call the Green Line. Israel now held 78% of the land. Jerusalem was sliced in half by concrete and snipers. But there was another massive shift. In the years following, nearly 800,000 Jews also left or were expelled from Arab countries across the Middle East, most settling in Israel. This double exodus meant the entire region was being physically and ethnically resorted. The West Bank was taken by Jordan and Gaza by Egypt. No Palestinian state was born. The people were fractured; some were citizens of Israel, others were subjects of neighboring Arab states, and millions were stateless refugees. The war of states was over; the war of people had just begun. Stay tuned for Part 2b.